Back-to-back Ks for this Nebraska lineup, something we haven't seen all night long. Swanson swings at the first pitch, hit well, hit deep to left field, and it is out of here. The clutch gene from Gabe Swanson strikes again. 6-4. 1-2 coming to Trey Lipsy in a 3-0 ball game. This one is put high in the sky to left. Chasing it down is Anglem, and he makes the catch. Complete game from Brett Sears, and he shuts out the Buckeyes here in Game 1 of the series. One homer on the year came a couple of nights ago against the Falcons on the road. He smokes one. Deep right field. Chucks his bat, and it is gone. A grand slam for Preston Allen.
On the defense and on the pitching staff, so you just got to give yourself a chance to get guys on base.
Ackerman gets lifted high and deep to right field, and this one is gone. Right on cue, Joshua Overbeek takes liftoff for his 6th jack of the year. And that cuts into the deficit 6-3.
Back over between really in the normal shortstop position.
Swing and a miss. Mershon goes down on strikes, and Brett Sears deals his second one of the ball game to retire the side. 2 on and an 0-2 count. And Knight crushes this one. Deep to left field, and it's out of here. A 3-run blast, and Washington has the lead in Lincoln.
And a hitter, a switch hitter.
This one is lined into right center. Can the Huskers get under it? Diving effort. Is it a catch? It is. It's an out throw to first. Not in time for the double play, but what a diving effort from Cole Evans to get out number 2 here in the top of the 5th. If you're just joining us, Jake Schrantz and Bobby Hessling with you this afternoon. Game 2 of a doubleheader, Game 3 of the weekend series. Nebraska even up the series at 1-1 after a run rule victory earlier this afternoon. Foul ball right back to the dugout.
Nebraska's looking for a series win as well. Haven't won a series since Rutgers, then it's their only Big Ten series win they have. Especially with this back half of the schedule they have with, Northwestern. They'll have Maryland next week, Minnesota. A lot of winnable games left.
2-2 pitch on the ground, third base side. And that brings in Bolin. Rounding for second is Overbeek. The throw will not quite be in time. Nice piece of hitting to send that one past the glove of McElpatrick. And it's 2-0 Huskers.
A good piece of hitting from Josh Overbeek. Pulls it right down the line. That's what he does, lefty or righty. He pulls the ball, and he just makes it really easy for Nebraska to drive in that run. Continues his hit streak as well. He's now up to 5 games with a hit.
That's exactly what head coach Will Bolt is looking for in the bottom of the order for Nebraska. Here comes Will Jeske. Singled and scored already here today, and he's got a man in scoring position after that double from Josh Overbeek. Nebraska 2 runs on 5 hits, as it has been like pulling teeth for this Nebraska team to score at times this season. 1-0 pitch, that time over the plate for a strike. They've broken that trend a bit in this series. Had quite a few home runs yesterday in the loss and poured in 14 runs earlier this afternoon in the run rule victory. But that has not been the pattern this season at all.
But that's also just the joy of baseball. Really anything can happen in any given moment.
This Nebraska team, 3 games under 500 overall on the season, but that 6-11 conference record, kind of tough. Jeske puts a little bit of charge into this one into center field. Freeman under it to make the catch. And that puts Jeske back in the dugout for the second out of the inning.
They wanted to go hit and run, But your problem was Jeske kind of chop swung at it, so he skies it into center field, not giving Overbeek a chance to run. You can see the divot marks out by third base of where he had to hold up because he had to hit the brakes so hard to retreat back to second, so Northwestern wouldn't double up Nebraska.
Case Anderson ready to go. 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks today. It's been the opposite of what you're looking for from a leadoff hitter in a lineup. Man in scoring position is Josh Overbeek as Sanderson sends this one into right field. Overbeek gets the signal. He's coming home, and the throw gets cut off as Sanderson finds an RBI single to make it 3-0 Huskers.
Another good piece of hitting, and that time it comes from Case Sanderson. Had the strikeout looking, had the strikeout swinging, and this time says, yep, I'm not striking out on this. He hits it right through the right side of the infield where nobody is, into right field, and Overbeek's able to score on it. And now Jackson Brockett has a little bit more comfort when he goes back out there to pitch.
Caden Brumbaugh to the plate. He's still looking for his first hit in Game 3. Grounded out his last time up, last inning, and now might have another mound visit. There is some action going on in the Northwestern bullpen as this start has begun to get away from Christian Fornes. Still just a 3-0 game, but with how difficult it has been early on to score in Game 3, those 3 runs feel like quite a mountain to climb.
And right now warming up out there is Blake McMillan. It'll be his 11th appearance if he comes out. He's around 28 in the 3rd inning. 22 strikeouts, and it looks like it's going to be him.
Wildcats ready to go to a new arm on the mound as Christian Fornes, his start will conclude in the bottom of the 4th. We'll see a new pitcher right after this on Big Ten Plus. Starting pitcher for Northwestern, Christian Fornes. His day is over, and Northwestern goes to the bullpen. They bring out the big 6'5 lefty, Blake McMillan. Bobby, what can you tell us about him?
This is his 11th appearance. He started 1 game, but this is obviously not a start appearance for him. He's 4-0. The ERA is good at a 3.81, 28 and 1/3 innings pitched. Has struck out 22 batters, has walked 15, 12 runs allowed. All have been earned. He's given up 25 hits as well, and the opponent batting average is .245. And Blake McMillan from Mississauga, Ontario, was previously at Niagara. He has experience pitching against Nebraska. Pitched in the regional last year down in Stillwater when he was at Niagara, and this is his first year with the University of Northwestern. So he's familiar with pitching to some of these Nebraska guys.
And he switched out his Purple Eagle uniform for the purple of Northwestern. And we'll see what he's got with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Coming in after an RBI single from Case Sanderson. Sanderson takes off to second. Throw gets into center field, and it's a couple of bags for Sandy, moving all the way to 3rd.
Well, Jake, I said earlier about how you might want to test Ramos at some point because he doesn't have a whole lot of experience behind the plate, and there's probably a throw or two when he throws it down to second that might get away. That's exactly why. Sanderson says, you know what, I'm going to test the arm of the young catcher. He tests it, he passes the test, and he gets an extra base as well.
1 ball, no strikes. McMillan delivers. This one's way up high. 2-0. McMillan began his college career at the community college level before moving up to Niagara. 2-0 pitch, fouled off into the netting for the first strike of the at-bat. Taking on 2 and 3 potentially if Brumbaugh can keep this inning alive. The 2-1. High and outside, 3 balls and a strike. Brumbaugh, not an easy guy to sit down with that .310 average at the top of the order. It's also a guy that's hard to take out of the lineup, a versatile defender as well.
Very good at the middle infield, and a bat you love to have in the lineup batting .310.
3-1 pitch out of the zone, and there's runners at the corners. Brumbaugh only swings once in that at-bat and finds himself over at first.
turn it over to a guy that's been swinging a hot bat as well. Max Butenbach is right there with him. Him and Josh Overbeek both continued their hit streaks after Butenbach had a single in the third, and Overbeek had the RBI double earlier in this inning.
We've already seen 2 runs scratch across here in the bottom of the 4th. And Nebraska looking to extend this 3-0 lead with Butenbach. Throw to first, not in time by McMillan. Not the part of the lineup that McMillan would like to face early in this appearance. With Butenbach, Stone, and Swanson ready to go if Butenbach can keep it going. One for 2 start today for Butenbach. Singled last inning. Trying to find that rhythm again. McMillan's 1-0. Swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 1-1. Only 2 defensive errors for Northwestern, but we've seen some pitching struggles that have bounced balls in front of the plate and passed balls that get back toward the backstop that the Huskers have taken advantage of.
Those errors have been costly for Northwestern as well.
Another throw over to first, and Brumbaugh doesn't even have much of a lead at all. Keep that white Husker jersey clean for the moment being. One ball and a strike, 2 down. Swung on and hit down into the dirt. Looks like it might have hit
At the mask of Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos taking a second, and home plate umpire David Condon giving him a quick moment to readjust himself.
Well, never played catcher, but I can't imagine taking a ball off the mask that's coming back at you at, oh goodness, 90+ miles an hour. Is all that fun?
Yeah, there's not a lot of people out there in the world that would be comfortable taking one off the face mask and squatting right back down behind the plate about 5 seconds after.
Josh Ramos is one of those people, though.
Yeah, one of the most physically demanding positions in all of sports. 1 ball and 2 strikes as McMillan gets set, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed out in front of that one at 90 miles an hour to end the inning. So McMillan comes through and punches out Butenbach to send this game into the 5th. The Huskers score 2 and take a 3-0 lead into the 5th inning on Big Ten Plus.
All right, welcome into Inside the Park. My name is Jacob Schrantz, here with Julian Angulo, Pippin's first baseman, and we're actually going to head down around the base path for this. So, Julian, we're almost done with your first season in the West Coast League. How do you feel like overall this year has gone for you?
I mean, it's been pretty good. I've had a lot of fun meeting a bunch of new guys from all over parts of the country, and just been fun getting to play at the high level and just getting better as the summer goes on.
And you actually met a now future teammate in Preston Allen, recently committed to Cal Poly Pomona. So is it going to be kind of cool returning to the school with a newfound teammate from Yakima Valley this summer?
Yeah, 100%. I'm super excited. Congrats to him and his family. I'm just super excited to spend more time with him, get to know him a little bit more, and share the field with him again.
All right, let's head down to second base now with number 2 in mind, your 2 prior seasons at Tacoma Community College with the Titans. Some pretty big years, almost 50 hits in both seasons. So what's going to be kind of your lasting memories as a Titan as you kind of take your next steps in your college career?
Oh, man, I think the most memories I made were just in the apartment with my roommates. I had a blast with them. Living alone for my first time was the best, but we had so much success on the baseball field. I loved every single one of those guys, and I was just proud to be a part of it.
Any specific memory that you're able to share with us on the Inside the Park?
I mean, my roommates were pretty funny. Every game day, Aiden Dance, he made a skit. So he sent it out to the group chat, made all of us laugh, and then baseball-wise, my favorite memory was just Logan Shepard hit a 3-run home run in the championship game. I mean, we were throwing stuff around the dugout. It was one of the coolest moments I've ever seen.
That's awesome, man.